Hello everyone, Merry Christmas! Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. If you can't see from the background, this is the Black Friday haul, okay? Don't act like you shocked or you whatever. I always get people who come to this particular video, you saw the title, and then they want to be mean to me. I don't buy shit all year, so let me have this. Anyways, being serious, I actually use my Black Friday haul to restock my hair collection, and then I don't buy anything else the rest of the year. This year I was a little bit more calculated. I went through and actually figured out how much I use of each product, each category, and that's how I determined what to buy from what company. I had a little shopping list and what have you. So that is the background of this. Those are previous videos if you are interested in them and you want to check them out. A couple of trends that I noticed this year for Black Friday. I noticed that the sale season was extremely long, like a whole lot of going on. I'm talking, I would say even up around right after Halloween up to gosh, almost to Christmas. Just about. The sale season was still going on. The sale season was still going strong. I noticed that a lot of the percentages that they were offering off were much lower. I would say around 20 to 35% off was about the average. So we weren't seeing as much 40 and 50% off sales. I also saw people having sales that don't never have a sale. Shout out to Melanin Hair Care. It was 10% off, but I thought she would never have a sale. So I was shocked, okay? Hopefully the people who shop with Melanin Hair Care regularly had not already stocked up, because 10% off is something off, okay? Ajwa Beauty had a Black Friday sale. Now, at that, they had a whole Black Friday sale season. I thought Ajwa Beauty would never have a Black Friday sale. I said, what is going on? Okay? Briogeo, I felt like they were a bit more in the spirit of Black Friday than they previously have been. It was still a lower percentage compared to other brands, because that's normal for them, but I felt like what they were doing was more than what they've done in the past. So that was something that really stood out to me in this sale season. And then something else that I noticed is that there was a lot more of those sliding scale type sales. And you will see some of that here, where the more you purchased, the more you would get off. And so for that reason, I had to cross off some of the things that I was going to buy from my shopping list, because I was like, I'm not going to be buying enough to get a decent sale from you, so I'm just not going to buy anything at all. Speaking of the list, I did notice that having a scientifically calculated list of items to get to fit into a certain amount of products that I use in a year definitely encouraged me to buy more. There are instances where I may have skipped that sale in the past, but I still went through with it because I knew that it had a place and a definite use that it was going to go into in my hair collection. And so it was like, oh, just go ahead and buy it. It's on the list. So the companies are probably really happy about that. All my blabbing aside, I don't even know how to attack this, but I think what I'll do is I'll go down my little list where I was tracking the sales, and then we'll go from there. So the first people I want to talk about are Verb. Verb had a 30% off sale. It was on a Tuesday, and it was only for products that were pre-existing, so it couldn't be something new. So the code did not work on the foam that I purchased, but I did buy enough items to get free shipping. So oh, the Verb is right here in this box right here. So I picked up the Verb Glossy Shampoo. I went ahead and got the big size. The reason why I went full confidence with this is because it has very, very, very similar ingredients to the Verb Hydrating Shampoo, which I do like. Me and my husband used an entire salon size of that product together last year. And I felt like, I want to try this, but I'm like, since it's so similar, you can't go wrong, right? Also from Verb, I picked up the matching conditioner. I got a much smaller container of the conditioner because this is a 12 ounce. This is a 12 ounce, about the same amount that you would get in the little jars of deep conditioner. And I like to use a lot of different conditioners, so committing to a salon size would have been way too much for me. So got that. And then also from them, I must have put it in some other containers. Oh, here it is. It's hiding. All right. And then I did have to pay full price for the Verb curl foaming gel. I intend to use this for set hairstyles, not wash and go wear. I think some people were like, oh girl, it's not gonna work. I know, I don't have foam styler hair. Like, please believe, if you see my hair in a wash and go, it's gel. 100%, it's gel. So, but I had to pay full price because this is a new product. Now, here is something that a lot of brands did this. I have not really experienced this before in the past with shopping Black Friday, but they sent gifts. They sent free things. So I was aware of one thing that they were going to send, but then they sent other things. So I knew that I was going to get this Verb Shine Spray, which is a heat protectant. It's a white, with the white stuff, it's so hard to show. But they sent that, I knew that was coming, but then they also sent this Ghost Oil. They are forever giving this away. The Ghost Oil is not vegan friendly, so I would not have wanted that anyway. And I think that's it for the samples that they sent. So I don't use heat on my hair, and then I don't really care for a non-vegan product. So what I'm going to do is I have a lovely mailer that I may send to somebody. No, I'm going to send this to somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those in there and start my collection of giveaway items. Okay, anyway, moving on to the next brand, okay? So I have here Earth Tones. Earth Tones is a Canadian brand, y'all. Their US retailer is Curly Dew. When I went to look for Curly Dew is gone, girl. Shut down. So you gotta buy from Earth Tones now directly. It was 25% off on Monday. It worked out to free shipping from Canada exactly. So basically the 25% off is just taking the shipping off, like the exact price. So I basically just paid for these. And so what I picked up from them, this video is going to be chaotic because that's the only way that I can get this done. So I picked up the regular Curl Define Curl Enhancing Jelly. Yes, you have seen this on my channel before, but I'm going to actually follow the directions this time and try it as recommended. They want you to do this on damp hair. So I'm going to come back and do it on damp hair. I also picked up their newer one, which is the Curl Define Max. I've never tried this one. I noticed that it has a different color from the other one, which is very interesting. This is the smaller one, the 250 grams, which is like comparable to an 8 ounce. But the thing is, they didn't have the larger one in stock, so I had to get this one. But it still worked out for me anyway. Free shipping, and I don't remember these being terribly expensive to begin with anyway. Or, nah, they're not super cheap, but girl, I don't know. Next up, we have Eden Body Works. So they had a $5 sale on the 18th of November. It was super fast shipping. And so I said, okay, cool. Now, this is where I miscalculated with my little list. I also was like putting things based off of like how much is in the container and stuff like that. So I picked up their anti-breakage deep conditioner, the purple one. And then I also picked up the Split End Repair Mask, which is this one. This is the, what's this thing, marshmallow, right? Yeah, the almond marshmallow line. Now, I thought these were 8 ounces, so I had calculated my shopping list based off of 8 ounce, but that's okay, it works out because there was a couple things from my deep conditioner section that I chose not to buy because I didn't like the sales, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. So that's okay, I think this works out and breaks even though this is a whole 16 ounces more of conditioner than I had planned for the year. So I just like these. I don't remember them looking like this. Am I tripping? I'm probably just tripping. So the next one is Scrunch It. Scrunch It is a very small brand. They are located in the area near me. And so I knew that they weren't really going to do that much with the sales. So the week of Black Friday, they did a 20% off on that Monday. And the shipping was under $5. And then the cost of the item was pretty low as it is. So the discount was basically free shipping. And you know, I don't know if like distance, depending on if you use regional rate boxes or not, I don't know if distance, comes into factor, but they ain't have to ship it very far. Like literally, I'm here in the area. So I picked up the Scrunch It Breathe, which is a mesh. It comes in this little mesh bag, which is so cute. And then it is a cap. Oop, I just dropped it. It is a cap. Your hair goes in here, right? And then you pull the drawstring and scrunch it down like this. So I feel like this would be a great way to scrunch my hair at the top of my head to help me better dry my hair. A lot of the issue with drying my hair comes from the fact that it is long. And so it may not look like it now. You see the shrinkage, it's here, it's on my shoulders, you know, or laying on my shoulders in the back. But wet, it's about like bra strap length or so. So it hangs outside of the dryer. So I thought this would be nice. I currently clip my hair up, but I was thinking this might be a nice little change of pace. I love a tool. And speaking of tools from Scrunch It, I don't know, I randomly wanted to buy these. So these are branded with their stuff. These are ponytail holders, right? So they open up here. And then you put your puff or whatever. It's kind of like the puff cuff, you know. And then you just close it back like this. So like a flexible banana clip. And I've broken so many banana clips in the past. So like part of me is like, girl, are you going to go down this banana clip road because you've broken so many? But then I feel like these are really sturdy and really nice. So I'm excited to try these out. So Flora and Curl had 25% off select items. They are a smaller brand. If I didn't really want to participate in their sale, I could have just bought them from Ulta. But this is their Sweet Hibiscus Curl Defining Gel. So I picked this up, 25% off. That was all that I got from them. Okay, Natural Club, they did this thing where it was everything $9.99. And I was like, okay, that's cute. That's a cute little price or whatever. So I picked up the avocado custard. Okay, I've heard good things about this avocado custard from them. And then, girl, I couldn't resist this. Okay, check it out. It's a sweatshirt for $9.99. I said, I don't know if sis meant to make the sweatshirt $9.99, but I'm gonna buy it before anybody realizes what's going on. The sizes were limited, but the small was still available. It's kind of big, so this must be a unisex small. Because it's definitely bigger than the sweatshirt that I'm currently wearing right now. But I love the logo. And then of course this brand, if you're not familiar, was created by a YouTuber. I followed her channel and everything, and so it's just, I like wearing the merch to support someone, you know. So even if I hate this product or I don't like anything else from them, I'm still gonna rock my Natural Club sweatshirt and be excited and happy that I'm wearing it. So support. So Main Crush did one of those like time release type deals. So they started off at 45% off, and then it went down from there as the time went. But of course I bought it when it was 45% off. I ordered their Curl Teeny Styler. I actually ordered a 16 ounce, but when I got it, it had a note in there that I guess they didn't have the containers for that. And so they just sent me 2 of these, which I don't care. It's, you know, at least I still got the amount of product that I paid for. And 45% off is nothing to what do we say? Nothing to wink at, girl. I don't know. nothing to, I'm gonna get carried away with that. But anyway, I think that that's a great deal. 45% off. That's almost half off of the cost of the product. So it's almost like buying one of these and getting this one for free. The next brand up is Fam Jam. Did I say it right, girl? You know who you are. Fam Jam. So the thing is with Fam Jam is that it is, they have some kind of high price items. This is a higher priced item. I believe this was 15% off. They had a lot of different deals. The deals varied and stuff like that. So I think I did get this for 15% off. I actually bought more than one of them. The other one is a gift. But if you're not familiar with what this is actually a ruche headband. I got this chocolate one. I feel like it would match a lot of my clothes. It kind of has like a regal princess kind of look when I see the models wearing them. And I felt like someone on my shopping list would really like this. I don't think this person regularly watches my videos, so I don't think that it will be an issue. But I purchased this in another color for them as well. So with how much I was purchasing and how much these things cost, 15% off did actually put quite a dent into the cost of the product. I don't have it to show here because it is a gift and it's for someone who does watch my videos, but I did do Kin Apparel. They had up to 50% off. So it was one of those things where the price off varies depending on what you're buying and that kind of stuff. I don't even know how much that item was off because it was to begin with, an inexpensive item. I was not worried about the cost of it. Getting a sale because I can, that's great. And I received the item pretty quickly. I had to use Apple Pay to pay for it because they don't have PayPal, but the Apple Pay was cute though. So if y'all don't have PayPal, at least give me the option of Apple Pay. If memory serves me correctly, I feel like I've seen better sales for Mixed Chicks, but Mixed Chicks went with 35% off. So I went ahead and picked up, what else? What else? Okay, I got 2 of them. I felt like the sale was okay. If I didn't like it, they sell this at Ulta now. I could have picked it up from there, but I said 35% off. That's not too bad. So I picked up 2 of the Mixed Chicks conditioners, and this fit right into my thing because these are each 8 ounces. They use that little double wall jar, you know, where there's a jar within a jar in here. So it looks like it's a lot of product, but it's really just 8 ounces. So yeah, these are 2 8-ounce jars of the Mixed Chicks deep conditioner. I got a lot to say about this next one. It's a running joke on the channel. Okay, first of all, the brand, I'll just show you the product before we get into the deal. It's Uncle Funky's Daughter. They silently started a sale after midnight on Black Friday for, I think it was like 45% off. Now, it is a running joke on this channel. For the people that are like OGs, they know I do not like this product. This is not my first bottle of this product. This is not my second bottle of this product. We're not gonna get into that, okay? New people come to my channel and they're usually puzzled, trying to figure out why I don't mention this in any of my videos. It's because I don't like it. It's because I don't like it. So I actually am gonna give it a fair chance again. My hair is in a different state than it was previously. I have different techniques that I use for my hair. Maybe I can get this to work better. So yes, the people who've been asking me to revisit this, it is here. I bought a bottle of it for Black Friday. SheScentIt ran their standard 50% off. They do it every year. Sometimes you have to kind of go on their social media and read the comments to see what the code is. It's, you know, and they usually don't, it's on Black Friday, but they be like, it's not exactly at the start of like the time. Maybe I need to subscribe to their list. Am I not on their list? I don't know. I'll have to check that. But anyways, this I think was before Black Friday actually. So it's just kind of like you got to get in where you fit in with them. But anyway, I picked up, of course, the Plum Nectar and Agave Curl Perfecting Custard. I like to use this to style my hair, and then I will use something harder hold to just lock it in. But this actually does define and style my hair. So of course I had to get 2 of these. So basically I paid for 1 and got 1 for free. Okay, Wonder Curl did one of those sliding scale type sales. However, I was going to buy enough that I did not skip the sale. So it was 20 to 40% off depending on how much you were buying. So I actually picked up 3 of the Get Set hair jellies. I believe that the packaging on this is different. I have to go and look at my old stuff, but I feel like this is not the same packaging that she had before. Something here is very, very different, but as long as the product inside is the same, I'm good. I know that she also released this candle that was scented a certain way that had to do with like a memory of her mother, and then I also believe that she was going to change the scent of the products to match the scent of that candle eventually. So I'm wondering if these smell like it. I don't like to open my stuff from Black Friday because of, you know, shelf life and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna use all these products within a year, but let's not start the access to air process too early. It's kind of my whole thing. So I will figure out if they've changed the scent of these, if I got the batch with a different scent eventually. All right, Obia is always pretty reliable for their 40 or 50% off as usual, and they did not disappoint. This was on Thanksgiving Day. So I picked up 2 curl enhancing custards from them. This is a styler that I love. You guys know it. This packaging is different too. Now, when I got these in, I actually was just doing an empties that had an old one of these. The container is different. I actually like this aesthetically. I like it. But the actual label that's on here, the sticker that's on here is exactly the same. There's been no change to the sticker. It's just that the jar is a dark jar, dark lid, and amber colored bottom. And I like it. I hope that they continue with this. I know that some of these people may be changing their packaging due to like COVID and being able to like get materials. I think that that's still an issue right now in the industry, and that may be why this looks different, or maybe they just decide to go a different aesthetic direction. Okay, EcoSlay, I believe when I purchased was 30% off, but I think they had some other sales. So my recording may not be accurate on that for EcoSlay, but I picked up 2 Jello shots because, you know, I did pick up things that are hard hold gels for me. I picked up other jars of things that are hard hold that give me a similar result. So I did not pick up too many of these. And then they also have sales throughout the year. Y'all, I will tell you right now, you guys see a lot of hair gel coming through here, but according to how much hair gel I used over the course of the year last year, I did not buy a full year's worth of gel still. So I am going to still need to re-up, perhaps maybe like during like the summer sales and stuff like that. And I know for a fact they have a summer sale. So that's why I only got 2 of these. Okay, so there were some brands that I decided to get at other stores because I just didn't like their sale. So I'll go ahead and do Curlsmith. I bought that at Ulta. They were having 40% off the week of November 20th. And that is better than their own sale. 40% off. Curlsmith, that's almost half off. That's crazy. So I picked up the Shine Gel because that is really what I want to do. I want to try this. And then I also, in an older video, so some of y'all won't even like recall this, but I said I want to try the multitasking conditioner. So I picked up these 2 directly from Ulta, right on the ground. I don't think I've ever actually bought stuff on the ground for Black Friday, and I did it like more than once for this particular sale. So this is the first thing that I actually picked up in person. Okay, Sephora, okay. The products range in price from 30 all the way to 50% off for Pattern Beauty. Also, if you are a beauty insider at Sephora, so that means you just signed up for the card. You don't no special use or anything. You get free shipping. Like, that's a regular thing. You don't have to trigger free shipping. So the deal was just way too good. I didn't go to Sephora in person. The Sephora that's in Kohl's near me mostly does makeup. They don't really have a lot of the hair products. So I ordered this. Shipping was extremely fast. Came right away. So I picked up the custard because I quite liked this when I tried it for a couple of different hairstyles. I then also picked up the treatment mask. I don't necessarily feel like my hair needs a treatment or whatever, but y'all, I really like the experience of this. This is a 100% a product that I will admit that I don't need, but I just like it. And it takes me a while to use this because I only use it seasonally. Then I picked up the Curl Mousse. Again, I'm just using this to style my hair in sets and things like that. And then I also picked up a continuous spray bottle merch. So it's got their pattern, yeah. And then, actually, I think I bought this at Ulta when I bought the Curlsmith. But I picked this up because sometimes I want to do like my braid out. I want to like re-braid it or whatever. And then I've tried the like wet hand things and that does work, but my hair's too much water is in my hair now. So this will just allow me to do a little light mist to kind of reactivate the stuff a little bit before I sit under the dryer. So, you know what I mean? So spray bottle, it's a long time coming because I definitely was like, oh, I don't use spray bottles, but then I would get annoyed when I needed to use a spray bottle and I didn't have one. I totally forgot with Mixed Chicks. I knew I was forgetting something. Mixed Chicks sent samples with my order, and y'all, this is pretty much their entire line of their leave-in, their shampoo, the deep conditioner, the co-wash curl sculptor. I think there's a, what is this, daily hair dress, and the styling gel, the one like the green one for the men's thing. So I have all of these. So I will tell you right now, if you're a vegan like me, because I know some of my viewers are vegan, their original leave-in is not vegan friendly, but it's not really my thing. I don't need the samples. Like, I love the product already, so I'm gonna go ahead and send that off, okay? Send that off. Somebody over at Ajwa Beauty decided they want to have a Black Friday sale, and a big one. A big one. So for their insiders, meaning the people that have the subscription to their email inbox, email list, sorry, they sent out a code for 50% off. And then the code slowly decreased in amount as the days went on. And it was quite a while that they were doing this for. And then publicly on their site, they would be offering something that was like slightly less than what they were offering to the insiders. So I think publicly they were offering everyone else 45. And then in the email inbox, they were talking about 50. And it was that same pattern as they decreased the amount. The email inbox one was always higher. So here's what I got for 50% off. I got their Bayo Mint Moisturizing Curl Defining Gel. Y'all want to see me use this again? I want to see me use this again. And then I also picked up the Baomint Deep Conditioning Treatment. This is a product I have tried. It is true. I know that I like this conditioner. Now, only thing is that they done changed since I last used this, and you could only get the 16 ounce. This is one of the more concentrated conditioners that I use. I mean, almost everything I use is concentrated, but this is really concentrated. And I'm just like, 16 ounces? I probably would have bought the 8 ounce if I was given the choice. So TGIN had an early access sale on Thanksgiving. It was 50% off. TGIN had a whole sale season too. They was doing the most. I don't think I've ever purchased TGIN directly from their website. I could be tripping or not. I usually buy them from like Ulta or places like that, even though they do have crazy sales throughout the year. So what I picked up was more of the Moisture Rich Sulfate Free Shampoo. I use this as like, it says moisturizing, but I don't use it as a moisture shampoo because I find this really cleansing, but not in a stripping way. So I really like this as a first cleanse. So I picked it up, but then I noticed that the rose water is very similar in formulation to this. Like I literally ran it through like an ingredients comparison thing, and like, this one has some ingredients that this one doesn't have and vice versa, but the ingredients that they don't have are like things like extracts. Like it's very minor, the difference between this two. So I said I probably would like this, but you see this one has a pump and this one doesn't. And so I picked up a pump. I actually bought a little pump to go with this exact same pump they have in the rose water. And I felt like that'd be nice to have a little pump to distribute my shampoo. Just like some of these other brands, TGIN also went in with the freebies, giving things away for free. So they gave a whole brush. This is the Define and Style Detangling Brush. It has like the hard bristles, kind of similar to like a Denman style type brush. I don't really want to take it out of the box. It's unopened. It's smushed a bit, but I didn't open it. So this is not my thing. I'm not a brush styler. And I have a brush similar in style to this, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't really define my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into the container to let one of you guys have it. And then of course, moving on with more freebies and samples from them. They also sent a sample of their Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. No shade to this product, it's very popular. I think this is one of their main sellers, but it's just not my thing. So I'm also going to pop that in here as well to let you guys get that. Let's talk about an item that was not on the list at all. It's a tool. I done bought a lot of hair things this year. But this is the Samurai Wrap. I kept it in the box because the packaging is just to die for. I did not know that this company is actually nearby to me. I was unaware, so when the shipping label came up and it was like Orlando, I was like, what? What? Girl, I could just pick that up. But anyway, so the item this was being sold for 50 bucks. I think full price is like 150 or something like that, what she normally charges for it. But y'all had to see the packaging. Do you see this? And then it has like the directions on how to use it. And then there's a little dust thing, and then it's sitting in here. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so if you've never heard of the Samurai Wrap, okay, here are the directions for how it works. So you put it on your arms like this, kind of like, imagine like a pair of leggings, you know, like with the part that goes on your butt facing away from you, and just put your arm up the legs. Then you put the part that would go on your bootay on your head, and then you kind of grab your loose hair that's hanging and pull it through the legs. And then you wrap the legs around your head, and then in the back it has a bow and a button to kind of secure. So then that way you're wearing a little bonnet and your hair is cross-wrapped. Isn't that cute? I tried cross-wrapping back in the day when I was relaxed, and it just never really worked for me. I could not get it smooth, so my hair would be bumpy and lumpy and not cute the next day. So I had to come up with other alternatives when I lost. There's a video about I lost my edges right here, y'all, from wrapping in the same direction. So you might be like, Kayla, why do you have that? You have natural hair. Well, the thing is, everyone on her site is someone with long, straight hair. I'm assuming maybe relaxed or pressed or whatever. But I see it as I am a natural who, my hair hangs down. I wear my hair downward. It has the movement and flow of straight hair just about. I don't go for more volume at the top like some people do. So because of that, I want to preserve this, right? And I'm noticing as my hair is getting longer, there's more of like a bump and a crook. I'm having a harder time when I close my scarf and bring it up under. It's not working as well for me. I think that method of nighttime care is great if your hair is shorter. And every time you have a change to your hair, you need to change your routine. Like, for instance, my husband has short hair and he's a bonnet guy. He wears a bonnet. He can pop it on, but I'm starting to see now where his hair is taking the shape of the bonnet. Bro, your hair is getting longer. You need to change what you're doing. See what I'm saying? So I think that's the next step for me, is to use something like the Samurai Wrap, because it would take my hair, it would cross wrap it, and then my hair would be nice and contained and a little small. And then hopefully it will help me with breaking the gel cast like my usual method does due to the compression. And so hopefully it works out really well for me. But I'm excited at the idea. My mom saw me, I showed her a video of how it works, and she was like, I want one. Y'all, my mom's hair is like above, like shorter than her ears. Like, it's not even a TWA, and she was like, I want one. That's how cute it is. So Samurai Wrap, really cool. Went off list for that one. Now, next thing. This brand does not go on sale. You have to wait until Sally Beauty puts them on sale. There's a couple other people who do small amounts of sales on them throughout the year, but the biggest discounts for this brand comes from Sally Beauty, and that is Kinky Curly. Okay, so last weekend they had a 50% off conditioner sale. So I picked up 2 of the Kinky Curly leave-ins. So basically I paid for one and got the other one for free. This is not all I got from Kinky Curly. I actually managed to get some custard as well. So a week later from that conditioner sale, they had stylers at 50% off, and Kinky Curly was included in the stylers. Now y'all know that they usually have like limits and stuff on how much you can buy online, but the sale started at 3 a.m. and I shopped at 3:06. So I was able to get it. So I picked up 4 of the Kinky Curly curling custards. That is not enough to do a full year for me if I only were to be using that as a primer. So we'll see how that is around the summer sales. But I picked up 4 of them. And then in order to get the free shipping, because it was just so close, I picked up 2 pocket brushes, which it's a tool that they use at a salon, the Hydro Bar salon, to define curls. I said earlier, tools don't really define my hair, but I'm gonna give it a shot and use the pocket brush. If anything, it'll be an interesting video. And because I bought 2 of them, I'm actually going to include the other one in the package for one of you guys so that you can try it out. So let me go over, oh, well, that's everything I bought, guys. That's everything I got. So we should be good for the next year, except for gels. Probably will have to buy gels in the summer. But anyway, let me go over everything that I put in this package that I will be sending off to somebody else. This is the TGIN Define brush. Everything but the kitchen sink from Mix Chicks. The TGIN cream sample. And then, of course, the 2 products from Verb, the Ghost Oil and the Shine Glossy Shine Spray. So I will be giving those away. There will be information in the description box. It will be open for a week. And then after that, I'm going to seal this container up, print a label, and send it off, honey. So, Merry Christmas. Of course, there's always a difference between like what I wished for versus what I got. And then also there was a very detailed planning that went behind creating the list to shop Black Friday. So those videos will be here on the side for you to view. Subscribe. I post videos every week, but don't subscribe for hauls because I don't make those. And I will talk to you in the next one.